So LG invited us to their HQ in Toronto. Who knew they had an HQ in Toronto to check out their signature OLED TV. Super excited, but you know, can't go with this hair. Yeah, this is better. Let's go.
Guys, say hello to the LG 65W7 Signature OLED TV. Boy, it's a mouthful. And while that sounds metaphorical, there is a little meaning behind that after Dimitri and I got a chance to experience it for a while. And with a price tag of $8,000, you are paying for the ultimate content consuming experience. More on it right after this.
It's time to show off your elite side with NZXT.
For starters, let's take a quick science lesson regarding this technology, because OLED is essentially an LED layer that emits light in response to an electric current without the need of a backlight. This results in a much thinner and lighter panel compared to an LCD TV, but most importantly, OLED can achieve deeper blacks and richer colors than the slightly washed out images found on plasmas or LCD TVs. Taking a look at raw specs, this is a 65-inch TV with a resolution of 3840 by 2160, so 4K, with support for all major formats of HDR, including Dolby Vision, HDR10, and hybrid log gamma. There's also a 77-inch variant of the W7 that's coming to the market soon, but the price is yet to be revealed. My guess, it's probably going to be a lot more expensive than my car. Now, 99% of the consumers might find the W7 to be out of their leagues, and if I were to be really honest with you guys, I have much better things to spend $8,000 for. But I just took a moment to admire this beautiful creation by LG. It is a remarkable combination of precise engineering and craftsmanship. You're not paying $8,000 for an aggressive design that shines with glitter all the time to make it stand out from your living room, but you're paying for that seamless blend between simplicity and perfection. The W7 can fit in within any environment, whether that's your living room, office lounge, heck, even your basement home theater setup. Mounting this TV is just as simple as securing the panel to its backplate that features secure points, which then magnetically aligns the corners of the TV. The most important part about the W7 was its thin profile. I mean, this is the dream TV that everyone was looking forward to a few years ago, and as you can see, this is meant to be well mounted and it looks like it's floating in space, at least for me. And that's exactly what LG was aiming for, being able to seamlessly integrate a television that looks simple yet stands out from the competition. LG also showcased a few other features that adds an extra layer of immersion that looked pretty awesome in my eyes. One of them is this window mode that simulates a window. And there's also a picture mode that cycles through different landscapes, but what's also interesting is that it displays a frame camouflage that looked pretty amazing. Now, all these pixels have to be powered by something. In fact, when you look at the W7 from this angle, you won't notice any cables from the TV. Well, both power and data are transmitted through this single proprietary cable that's connected directly to this home base station where it offers multiple inputs, plus it also acts as a premium soundbar. When you turn it on, the upward-facing drivers rise up gently from their respective hideouts, which I thought was a cool presentation. It's a 4.2 channel speaker system with a total output of 60 watts, and it comes with all the bells and whistles like support for Dolby Atmos, DTS decoder, surround mode, and the list just goes on. In terms of I/O, the unit comes with 4 HDMI ports that are HDCP 2.2 compliant and a few other connectors that you see here. So what was it like watching content on the W7? It was a one-of-a-kind experience coming from my 7-year-old Samsung LCD TV that I have at my home. Talk about immersion, and this thing draws you into that. The first thing I noticed right away were how deep the blacks were, and in contrast, the colors were so rich. Take a look at the shot for instance. We had the lights turned off for a while and got a chance to watch a few samples provided by LG, and what's fascinating about this was the fact that there was nothing standing between me and the content. This includes the super thin bezels of the screen to the lack of any backlit bleed. I was trying to pick my jaws off the floor after experiencing the W7. It's that good. Actually, let me rephrase that. It was captivating, and it's hard to move away from that. HDR is the hot topic for this year, and companies are starting to implement support for this technology behind every flagship panel. The W7 covers a wider spectrum for content that supports Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG that's more broadcast friendly. Of course, content availability is pretty limited at the moment, but this is a cool feature to have for the long run. The processor inside the W7 can apply an HDR effect on top of standard content, and from what we saw, it boosted the shadows slightly while reducing the highlights. Also, the built-in OLED Master Engine upscales native 1080p content to 4K. We even got a chance to play Horizon Zero Dawn, which was completely ridiculous on an $8,000 TV, but it was a good presentation of native HDR game support. There is a game mode built into the W7 that reduces the input lag slightly, but from a technical perspective, I really can't give you my honest opinion about it since I only got to spend a few hours with the TV. WebOS 3.0 has made its way into the W7. It's LG's custom operating system that's designed to run on smart TVs, and this version adds support for 360-degree videos and photos. The App Store is quite limited compared to Android TV, but LG does include the majority of most used apps like Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime, and a few more. So there you have it, the LG 65W7 Signature OLED TV. Dimitri and I had a great time playing around with this beauty, and I want to emphasize something important here. This was all about our experience trying out the W7, and we're not recommending you to go out there and spend $8,000 on this TV. But rather, we wanted to give you a little glimpse into what could possibly be the ultimate content consuming experience. And I want to hear your thoughts about the W7. Was this the dream TV that you've been looking forward to 5 or 6 years ago? And were you surprised when I revealed its price tag? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm Ibor with HardwareConnects. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.